Whew. All right. Okay. Running away from home multiple times at the age of 17 really made me realize how astonishing one's life can be by getting out of his comfort zone. To begin with, all the madness was simply motivated by a quote from the great Brazilian novelist, Paulo, who once said, "If you think adventure is dangerous, try routine. It is lethal." Deep, right? When I saw this quote for the first time, I felt nothing but totally lost and confused. Routine? You think you do have a routine? I thought that's what we're programmed to do. Waking up every day at 6:30 for school, going to scheduled lessons, I even talk to the same social group of friends, or even colleagues at work. In case you're wondering whether that's you, no, please don't be. This is not about you or me. Look at people around us. Doesn't everyone in the room have a routine? This left me thinking if having a routine is part of human essence. See, humans are lazy. A study done by Dr. Donovan from FSU Canada suggests that when left to its own devices, our subconscious nervous system continues to fine-tune itself to keep the energy cost low. And putting in simple terms, that pretty much means we, as humans, our brain is very lazy. And it doesn't want to spend too much effort on thinking. That is why we're finding going through our mobile phone and social media much easier than reading books, because it just does not require effort. And when you have a routine, you repeat a series of actions. The more you repeat them, the better you're going to get at those actions. There's less thinking, no effort required doing them. That's why you feel so comfortable doing a routine every day. And that's part in a circle I'm going to here refer as the comfort zone, where you do actions that you've personally done before. As it's safer and certainly requires less effort. And every time when you try to step beyond that circle, your brain is going to send you warnings and attempt to stop you by showing you all the negative consequences. Right? Then you're going to start second guessing, and your impulse is going to go away eventually. Let me put in this in a better term. Imagine this red carpet I'm stepping on. This is my comfort zone. This is where I practice my talk. This is where I rehearse my speech. And the lighting is perfect. Everything just seems so ideal in this spot. And what's outside of the circle is darkness, uncertainty. I don't know what's out there. Do I meant to step out of the circle? I don't know. I don't think anyone in the TED Talk history ever kind of stepped out of it intentionally. But do I want to though? Why not? I mean, outside the bigger space, bigger future, bigger chances. Why can't I do it? Fear, insecurity, anxiety. All those negative thoughts came to you when I'm on my edge of the comfort zone. Every time, especially last year, every time when I'm trying to step beyond this circle, out of my comfort zone, do something that's a little bit more challenging, I just start second guessing. And I turn to the devil in my head and ask him, what should I do? He pretty much gives me the answer same every time. He tries to comfort me. Kids, you're going to be fine. You're good the way you are, just staying there. I felt really comfortable following his instructions because I'm just comfortable, you know. And after a while, I thought of it. The action I'm doing by asking the devil, all I get is an easy way out. I don't really get anything out of it. I don't get to do the things I want to do. I don't get to become the person I want to be. So that's the time I thought I really need to condition my mind and just overpower those negative thoughts. And this year, 2017, I thought about challenging myself. Break away from my routine, try something that's a little bit more adventurous. And the first thing came to my mind that linked to adventure is traveling. And as I was trying to make myself least comfortable as possible, I decided to go alone on a budget. So there you go, I was literally ready for an adventure of a lifetime, solo backpacking. Without no setup agenda, no plan, I just went to places that attracted me. 62 days, 45 cities, and 5 countries. This journey was simply incredible. As I was alone, I was forced out of my comfort zone and have to make decisions on my own. No family, no friends to go to. Every day I woke up, have to think about where would I go, how would I get there, where would I eat, and where would I sleep. The answer to those questions seems so obvious, but I'm struggling with it when I'm in a foreign country, especially when you're 17. And I made a lot of horrible decisions. such as staying out till 5 a.m. in Isfahan, a city in Iran, because I was trying to find a house though that's 50 cents cheaper than the others. And I also slept in an abandoned stadium near the Armenian border because I don't know why really, just, yeah, you know, when you're 17, you're just kind of in part of doing everything. Yeah. End of the day, I made a lot of horrible decisions, but do I regret them though? No, I don't. I feel like this is really the time of me being 17 at age of my comfort zone. I'm gonna step into the adulthood. And I feel like this experience really made me become much more mature, and I think it made me become better at decision making. So at the end of the day, there's nothing I should be regret about. On the top of that, as I was alone, I had all the time in the world to think. And that's the time I was really figuring out what I really wanted to do and who I really want to become. And I came up with this elemental belief that sometimes a simple break from your comfort zone is all you needed. When you're away from your friends, family, social media, basically those who tell you who you have to be, that is when you're free to figure out who you really want to be. The expectation they set you does not only pressure you, but also limits you most of the times. You know how you have to take a 30-minute break to take a perfect selfie in order to impress your friend or strangers on social media? That's exactly what I'm talking about. And when you leave your selfie game, your mobile phone, your social media, your PlayStation, everything that controls your actions, that is when you're free to figure out what you really wanted to do. To sum up those two beliefs is that comfort zone is a great temptation, but nothing really growing in there. The best example I personally gave about being in my comfort zone is probably hitchhiking. This is when you're standing facing the traffic, stick your thumb out and making connection with the driver, and hopefully they're going to stop somewhere to pick you up and drive you to your free destination. Funny enough, I grew up in Asian culture where my mom used to warn me to not even talk to strangers. But now I have to step into a total stranger car for 10 plus hours without knowing their language? Whoa, that is insane. If you talked to me 3 months ago, I would just tell you I'm never going to try this kind of attempt. It's suicide. But when I went to Turkey this summer, things were very different. The bus fee was insanely high enough that could possibly break my budget and made me end up homeless I'm gonna have no money in a foreign country, which gonna make me homeless pretty much, again. And so this time I think about get out of my comfort zone, get out of my routine, try this suicide attempt, because that is the only way I can self-save. In the beginning, I don't want to try it out, but funny enough, I ended up hitchhiking throughout Turkey, Georgia, Armenia for the total of 5,500 kilometers. For those of you that are not really good with numbers, that is equal to the length of going crisscross throughout the entire Europe, which is pretty long. And this attempt did not only save me a lot of money, it is much more than a free ride. I really had the chance to talk to the locals and share my experience and story with them and learn from theirs. And furthermore, I also offered the chance of really look deep into their cultures, such as talking to Iranians about the enforced hijab on women, talk to Georgian secret police about their controversial EU status, and last but not least, Sri Lankans' love towards cricket. God, they love the sport so much. In their eyes, cricket is almost like a religion. And funny enough, sometimes the whole island's moods can depend on the result of fixtures. And those kind of things I will never look as deep if I was just hitting my comfort zone. Right? And every time, try to picture yourself doing something that's been challenging that you didn't do in the past, such as asking your crush out to prom, or just approach a stranger that you want to talk to. Picture yourself as your favorite protagonist in your action movie. Picture yourself as Tom Cruise, James Bond, Dora the Explorer, Snow White, whoever, really just the hero that you want to be. If they never have the guts to step out of their comfort zone, step into the possible dangers, what will they ever do? Will they become the hero that you love? Will they ever find the treasure behind those dark caves? Or will they ever win the girl that they love? Well, let's leave that one out for now, because I'm probably the least person you'll go talk to about girls. But I can definitely share with you my most precious treasure that I found within those dark caves. It's definitely the people. See, this one really tempting, as we all know, making your friends just such a great experience, because you got to learn about their stories and learn about their life, which you never experienced before. On a small scale, they can enlighten your mood, and on a large scale, they can actually have impact on your life. And that's just great, right? Just talking to a stranger. But how many of you guys in the room have the guts to even approach a stranger in the first place? We all know we want to do it, but it just seems odd, right? It's out of comfort zone. In this social construct, you don't really approach strangers. Even though you want to talk to them and you find them interesting, you will never approach them. Barely anytime. Sounds really paradoxical, but I was never alone while traveling solo. The reason being is I was forced to be out of my comfort zone. I was alone. And if I just don't approach anyone, don't talk to anybody, I will never make new friends. I'll just be lonely, you know? And try to imagine me sleeping five-star hotels, take luxury buses or taxis, and compared to me sleeping hitchhiking and sleeping 12-person dorm in a $5 house though. It's surely less comfortable, but the rewarding that it comes with was simply priceless. Right? Well, I talk a lot about traveling, but that is not only where you can get out of your comfort zone. Start small, right here, right now. Maybe you can talk to a stranger next to you. Take a new route to work. Listen to a new artist. There's no harm in trying, right? I just want you to kind of get an impulse or get an adrenaline rush while you're doing something new, when you really challenge yourself. It feels great. We as humans, we have unlimited potentials, and we're in full control of destiny, as we can either sink down with the confident struggles, or we can rise with our wheels. We will all have the ability to achieve great things, but the only thing that's blocking our way is this thing right here, our mind. So, step out of that circle and become the cycle you're destined to be. Thank you.